we're going to be receiving a brief welcome address from, the Idan of the
Our capacity
Idans.
president.
Yes,
Senior man himself.
the one of the one of the chair behind this program. Please, a round of applause for Tom Utum Jr.
Junior.
We call him Tom of Stanford. Please keep
Yeah.
clapping till he gets to the podium. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much again for coming. Yesterday it was a very busy day, but was quite very interesting. But I never had the opportunity to write down a welcome address. But I think last night I spared myself 2 minutes to write a proper welcome address, and so please permit me to read out my welcome address too. Thank you. Um, I want to observe all protocols. The director of WIPO Nigeria, Dr. Oluwatobi Lobamodi, here present. Thank you, sir, for coming. I also want to recognize the presence of our patron and my mother, Mrs. Obianuju Otsudo, who is, please clap. It's not easy. It's not easy to have patrons who work at top places like MTN Nigeria. It's not also easy to have patrons who work at top places like WIPO Nigeria as well. We have 8 patrons in the NIPC, and all 8 patrons are really distinguished persons in the field of IP. So in the course of the day, and of course, at the dinner, we'll be seeing all our patrons. Before I even read my welcome address, I think I should state this, that the dinner will be a very comprehensive one. I will be having most of our patrons, if not all, there, and I'll be craving the indulgence of all the speakers here present, so please attend our dinner. Thank you. All right, to the organizing committee of the IP National Convention, the World Intellectual Property Organization Nigerian office, our sponsors and dignitaries, guests and participants, dear esteemed attendees, it is with a great pleasure and excitement that I welcome you all to the inaugural IP National Convention organized by the Nigerian Intellectual Property Club. This landmark event, powered by the WIPO Nigerian office and supported by key players in the IP industry, marks a significant milestone in our country's journey towards embracing the power of intellectual property rights. As the national president of the NIPC, I write to you with a profound sense of honor and responsibility. Our collective presence here underscores the growing recognition of the vital role intellectual property plays in driving economic growth, fostering innovation among young creative and innovators, and promoting the creative industries in Nigeria and beyond. By convening here, we have the unique opportunity to explore and understand how IP rights intersect with the fourth industrial revolution, shaping the landscape of the creative industry as well. Now, the theme for this convention is the creative industry and the fourth industrial revolution, the role of intellectual property. This theme could not be more timely. We find ourselves at the crossroads of technological advancement where the boundaries between the physical and digital worlds are blurry, creating both opportunities and challenges. Now, the creative industry, with its rich arts and culture, media, and innovation, lies at the heart of this transformative era. It is therefore imperative that we comprehend the integral role IP plays in propelling this industry forward. IP rights empowers creative inventors and innovators by providing a framework that safeguards their creations and ensure they are duly recognized and rewarded for their efforts. In an era characterized by digital disruption, where content can be effortlessly reproduced and shared, the role of intellectual property in fostering creativity, incentivizing investment, and promoting the development of new technologies becomes very paramount. Now, through this convention, We aim to foster dialogue and collaboration among students, experts, industry leaders, and policy makers alike by delving into topics such as copyright protection, patent law, trademark management, and emerging IP challenges in the digital space. We will gain invaluable insight and shape a collective vision for the future of intellectual property in Nigeria and Africa as a whole. I would also like to take this opportunity to announce the launch of our intellectual property magazine and journal. This publication would serve as a platform to showcase groundbreaking research, innovative ideas, and best practices in the field of intellectual property. It will provide a voice to the intellectual property community and serve as a catalyst for thought-provoking discussions, knowledge exchange, and intellectual growth. I extend my deepest gratitude to the World Intellectual Property Nigerian Office, our patrons, Dr. Oluwatobiloba Moody, I'm here present, Mrs. Obianuju Otudo, Mr. Davidson Oturu, Mrs. Uzamaka Emerule, Mr. Christian Aniko, Mr. Elijah Briggs, Ms. Victoria, and Mr. Folarin Aluko, as well as our sponsors for their unwavering support in making this convention a reality. Your commitment to fostering intellectual property education and awareness in Nigeria is very, very commendable, and we are honored to have you as partners in this endeavor. To our distinguished guests and participants, and to all those who have traveled from far and wide to be part of this momentous occasion, I extend a warm Nigerian welcome. I encourage you to engage actively, network fervently, and forge relationships that will propel intellectual property discourse to new heights. Let us embark on this incredible journey together, driven by the belief that intellectual property is not merely a legal construct, but a powerful tool that can shape the future of our creative industry and contributes to the social economic development of our nation and continent. Once again, welcome to the IP National Convention. Let the spirit of collaboration, innovation, and intellectual exchange guide us as we explore the vast realm of IP in the context of the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming.